We've got SoCal versus New York, upstate New York. Well, I think I would also be remiss to not mention that I believe, Florida Man can correct me if I'm wrong, exclamation point Matcherino will also be up there. You can kind of see the icon on the lower left. Anybody who wants to try and donate to support the players, obviously we would very much appreciate it, just like we would with any Wednesday Night Fights kind of thing, or an NLPC kind of thing, or virtually any Soul Calibur tournament at this point. I think Matcherino has basically kind of saved the majority of the Soul Calibur competitions we've had since the pandemic started, so there you go.
All right, well, if you guys were ever interested in seeing Wendy Wu versus Brock Lesnar, let's get back into it. Art Graves, a competitor that actually made top 8 at Texas Showdown this past weekend. Very good, with a broken freaking hand. So
yeah, his tendons have been severed, but the soul still burns.
As we see from there, and the execution is somewhat there. Hopefully he's feeling a lot better. I just saw his post from earlier today. The movement can be on. It can get them A6 just frames. Oh, but just go straight into it right over there. Rikuto being a complete bully. Nice duck after that BA string.
We're starting it off pretty heavily from Rikuto. Typically, he is a much more defensive player. I wonder why he's decided to play it more aggressive. Probably because he feels like he needs to just kind of... It is inevitable that Taki is going to get in doing a whole bunch of the stuff that we see, so perhaps he just feels like he wants to have it done on his own terms. Getting a lot of 4A interrupts. Again, I'm kind of surprised that stuff is working on the fastest character in the game.
Well, he's probably picking your spots. So one of the things I see about the most experienced Astaroth players is that they're very good at picking spots in order to use their buttons, but that's just a straight whip punish off of the Booker T Spinneroonie. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, dealing with the breakdance fighting, it's always kind of interesting when you see people like Annuity, Rikuto, people who have been playing Astaroth for as long as Manta has been playing Valdo. I mean, these are very seasoned players with a capital S. And I don't know how those kinds of players are able to pull off playing much slower, very high damaging, but like they all rely on like 3 reads or so per round to kind of seal the entire deal. That kind of stuff is so foreign to me, and it's always really exciting to see.
Especially when you look at how this character works, like having 2-3 reads and like strong reads where they're able to go into their win condition, and it's very strong as it's going right over there. That was a nice tech.
That's the one thing that the
risk reward works out. Yeah, now you can look
the soul charge
just frame. Look at that, around like 45%. You didn't telling me like a read like that doesn't matter? Try to go
was
for the
that
check.
Real? Was Rikuto under the impression that the armor would have saved him from the first hit? Because that honestly seemed like he had decided to do that after the CE flash. And it's amazing that Art Graves still did not win that round. That's actually kind of incredible. But that kind of goes to show Astaroth's soul charge being as powerful as it is. That's one of the things that actually I think kind of saves Astaroth, is the fact that he is such a meter junkie and his soul charge is so devastating. Okay, well I guess that's a ring out.
That he was just sent out of the ring out over there.
I wasn't expecting A6 to launch a 500-pound golem 35 feet. I don't think ninjas are that strong, but hey. Yeah, that's going to be too much pushback for the command grab. Art Graves has a ton of meter. That means a ton of chip damage for Taki, but it doesn't seem... Okay, here we go.
Now he goes into the soul charge. This is where the chip damage is going to be coming in. Oh, he gets snapped up right over the air. Puts him down, goes for the tech travel Kami, slams him down. Percent again. Ooh, his tech, he needed that, but now he has E6K, lethal hit, which is not going to matter because he just gets head with the axe.
Man, that was kind of unfortunate. That was a hell of a read from Rikuto. I mean, it does make sense that he would go for a grab that's kind of like insurance on whether Taki jumps or not. It's kind of a shame he didn't do the back air grab, because then we could have seen the lethal hit we rarely get to see. Right. But the fact that he was able to get that into a tech trap, it really seemed that Art Graves' entire health bar just melted like kind of immediately. So what is he supposed to do? What can I really say, like what you're supposed to do against Rikuto? I honestly don't know, because I actually find that this is not typically the way Rikuto plays. I find he typically plays much more defensive, but he's actually kind of being very aggressive. On top of that, it just really sucks when you play against an Astaroth in tournament and you just happen to be wrong about the initial ideas they have on mix, because you only need to be wrong like a few times. And and then this happens, and it's like, look how much
differential will smoke you. Look at that. I'm so glad.
Oh my god, he's almost dead. Okay, he's
dead. He died!
I did not know he had the time to just run up and do a regular bull rush.
We sent him out of the ring! This is not the Royal Rumble, sir! Oh, this game is so fair. Okay.
Art Graves literally just stood there at the beginning of the second round just being like, wow, this is, I need some things to change here, or else this is over pretty quickly. Smacked out of the air yet again.
Oh
my god.
And then he just gets descent downward.
Okay, okay. Here we go. Here comes your comeback. Here we go. You got the tech trap. Now the problem is that Rikuto is undoubtedly going to get a bar, even if this goes the full way. Oh, I think we're having a little bit of screen issues, or we're having parsec issues. I'm not entirely sure, but it's going to be difficult either way.
Right over there. Oh, okay.
Okay, it looks like an Astaroth 2A ended up being what ended up causing it.
As we're going back into it, catching up.
A little bit of a fantastic sidestep there. The 2-2B didn't get rewarded, but the fact that he had that kind of screen defense is pretty impressive. Stacking him out of the air again.
Okay, soul attack. Well, but it gets canceled out by the soul charge. Okay, still kept in the corner. Ooh, smacks him out of the air, but it's gonna be whipping. Manages to stay up in order to get the BB whip punish. Nice. Okay, and still has it
is using significantly more frame type pressure to try and deal with some of these forays, to deal with these hides, which is kind of like the best poke that Astaroth has. Still dead to one grab, and there it is.
Oh, and that's the grab. And I was just gonna say a second ago that Rikuto was managing a lot of like that fast frame, you know, soul charge pressure that Heart Graves is putting up there, but it's unfortunately not gonna be enough. So I know I said it at the beginning of it, but it ended up being the same score at the end. Rikuto taking 2-0 over Heart Graves.